All right. Welcome to Million Hour Workweek, where we learn the stories and work life of entrepreneurs so that if you are looking to start this type of business, you'll have a little insight into what it takes to start, run, and successfully profit off of a business like this. And for the community to learn a little bit more about the person behind the business. Today I have here with me Kendall Lamproe. She is an upcoming private horse trainer from Sapulpa. Thank you so much for being on the podcast. How are you today?
I'm good. I'm glad to be inside.
Yes. It's nice and cool and 64 degrees.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, ma'am. Keep it like that all year.
My house is 73 degrees right now.
Yeah, no. I would have a heat stroke.
Like, I got a sweater in the truck just in case.
Yeah. Nope. My house stays between like 62 and 64 for most of the time.
There's no way.
Yeah. I'm crazy. But my dad was a welder, so he kept it like freezing in the house, and you weren't allowed to touch the AC.
Yeah.
So, okay, introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your training business.
Okay. Hi. I'm Kendall or Kenny Lamproe. I'm 24, and I have a desk job, but I don't want to talk about my desk job today. I also have been riding horses very lightly for the public since I was probably like 18 or 19. I've taken in one or two at a time, and it's just been like tune-ups, haul them to get experience, or it's somebody that I've worked for. They said, hey, I don't really have time for this, or hey, I think this will better suit you than it will me, so go figure it out. So that's kind of where I'm at it. I have one outside horse right now, and I'm just kind of figuring it out, really enjoying the process of it, kind of learning more of the adulting side, the paperwork side, because I'm not working under someone now. I have to do all of the billing and the inventory and all that. So
Yeah. What do you currently offer for clients?
Yeah. So I try to not have, I don't want to put the first ride on a horse. I have no desire. There are really good 2-year-old and colt starters out there. I'm not one of them. I have no desire. I like to stay in the buggy, and I like horses that want me to stay in the buggy.
Yeah.
So I prefer them to have, like, I'd say like 60, 90, 120 days of just riding, learning the basics. I like to put the finishing touches on them, kind of, I guess you could say, like, put all the buttons on the car. So I don't want to build the car, I want to put the buttons on it.
Yes.
And then I really have liked starting horses on the barrels, taking him to go get some more confidence. I had one horse, him and his owner weren't clicking, so I was given the opportunity to take him and run him and get him fit and kind of figure his style out to help them mesh a little bit better. I really enjoyed that.
Nice. Okay, we're going to get into a little bit of your childhood and how you got into it.
Okay.
So where did you grow up, and what was your childhood like?
I grew up in Sapulpa. My parents have a construction company, so I grew up around all of the equipment, and I was lucky enough to always have horses around. It was just a normal thing. We caught frogs with backhoes, and I rode my horse in a princess dress when I got off the bus. That's just kind of what I did, and I think when I was about 5, my mom said, I'm tired of teaching you. I'm tired of fighting with you. I know you want to ride horses, but I want to be your mom. So she sent me to go ride at a place. I went to like a once a week summer camp at Promise Acres. It's been called Lazy D, and it's now Cutter's Corner. And I rode with Wendy Ibanez. I took lessons from her, fell in love with it. That's where that's where I was given my first really nice horse, not just the horses that I stole from my mom and my dad.
Yeah.
And then I rode English. I rode jumping horses. I started to get more into the Western stuff. I liked the idea of like getting $20 back instead of just a plastic ribbon. So while I was doing that, me and my brother also played soccer, and we swam. And then we ran cross country for a little bit, but my parents were at the point of like, okay, pick one. Like we're driving all over. I remember they used to pull us out of elementary school and middle school. It's like, okay, like you have to go to practice, and in order to make all your practices, you got to miss class. And me and my brother were both lanky and skinny, and my parents could not feed us enough at one point.
Yeah.
So they were like, okay, you got to pick one. And so I picked horses, and I would pick soccer, but I hurt my knees really young from, I guess, going back and forth. So I was like, cool, horses, that's what I want. So then I junior rodeoed. I think I was probably 13 maybe a little bit younger, somewhere like 10 and 13, I started junior rodeoing. And then when I was 16 or 17, I stepped up and we did the Little Britches, which is a more national level, still technically junior rodeo. Mm-hmm. And I did that until I aged out at 19.
Nice. With your parents owning a construction business, were you very entrepreneurial from a young age?
Yeah. It was never uncommon for us to like set the table, and we always set four plates. We mm-hmm. always set all the silverware out, and it wouldn't be uncommon for Dad to come in, you know, later on in the meal, or it was like, okay, Kendall, you clear the table, your brother will make his plate, or vice versa. Mm-hmm. And then we'd put his plate in the microwave. So I guess I've always kind of grown up with the like, you got to do what you got to do. Mm-hmm. My mom used to work on time cards at soccer practice. Yeah. So my parents were growing their business, and it was pretty established by the time I was old enough to really see it. Mm-hmm. But it's just always been this thing of like, payroll's out on Wednesday. You have to get the mail out by 5. You have to get the mail at lunch. And so I guess I've always kind of had that routine of like these things have to be done. And mm-hmm. if you're late or you can't make certain things, that's okay. Yeah. And the people around you should understand that.
Mm-hmm. Did you start to notice, because like that is a lot to put on, let me rephrase that. That is very uncommon for a yes. kid to be able to recognize those skills and have those structures in place. Did you start to notice that difference between like you and other people your age, like while we were in high school? Because there were a lot of people that were not like that in our high school. Yeah. With no structure.
Yeah. So what was really funny is like I used to always show up with wet hair. Mm-hmm. In like, because I moved from, in 3rd grade, I was in Miss Bradlin's 3rd and 5th grade split class. Mm-hmm. And then when my brother was old enough to go to the middle school, my dad walked in that middle school for like the first like orientation night, and he was like, no, we're not going here. So my parents made the decision to move us to Pretty Water, and mm-hmm. I moved with Carson to mm-hmm. Pretty Water in 4th grade. And I remember every single day people were like, you just show up with wet hair all the time. I was getting up and I was riding before school, mm-hmm. and I smelled like barn. Mm-hmm. So, and I think it was funny because like it's hilarious now. I didn't realize that you couldn't wash your hair every day, or that you shouldn't wash your hair every day. Like I was like, this is just,
it's normal.
Yeah, you go up, you go to work, you smell bad, you take a shower. And yeah. So whenever someone was like, I didn't wash my hair today, I didn't have time, I'm like, what'd you do in the shower? Yeah, yeah. You're like what are you doing? Yeah. And so that was always really interesting. But like there were times where my brother would be late to Thanksgiving, or Mom would call him out of class mm-hmm. because he was old enough to be on the outside of the glass plant. Mm-hmm. And like if there was something, we do all the maintenance work for the glass plant that mm-hmm. we're licensed to. Yeah. And Carson would go out and would be, you know, filling up trucks if there was an emergency. I remember there was one time in high school where Carson wasn't able to make it. And so I just turned 18 and Dad was like, I need you. Mm-hmm. And so it was a Friday night and I had to go and load water pumps because the basement was flooding. Mm-hmm. Or Dad would get a call at 11 o'clock at night and we'd hear the latches on his dresser pull open, and I was like, wow, like Dad's gonna still be at work in the morning, mm-hmm. or he's gonna come in and tell us good morning, and he's gonna he's gonna get our sandwiches out of our lunch pail and smash his thumb in there to let him know that he helped pack our lunches, yeah. And then he's gonna change clothes, change work boots, and he's gonna go back out to work at 7. Mm-hmm. So I think it made me and Carson realize that not all the bullshit in high school was that deep. Like we never really got in a lot of the drama mm-hmm. because we were like, we're just here for now. Yeah. Like, this is a
blip on my agenda.
Yeah, today. I got so much other shit to do. I was managing the soccer team, and I would leave early. And before I could drive, my mom was picking me up and taking me to the barn that I worked at. Mm-hmm. And then I was riding and feeding and helping there. And then I would go home and do homework and write all my papers and then pass out until 15 minutes before my brother would take me to school. Mm-hmm. So I think that kind of gave me, like, the idea of a 9 to 5. I work a 9 to 5, mm-hmm. but I'm not just like, oh, I can't do anything from around those parameters. Like, I just treat my 9 to 5 like it's just something I got to do. Mm-hmm. So I think, like, the drama aspect of it and, like, the dreading of all these responsibilities, it was just kind of minor. Like, it was just kind of, just, meh. Yeah. I got to do it.
Yeah. You had bigger deadlines in place, so you were like, actually, this doesn't really matter that much.
Well, and like, I was kind of like, well, my dad's getting up at 3 o'clock to go pour concrete because that's the only time that we could get concrete delivered. And then they're going to go from Sapulpa to Claremore or to Henrietta, and they're going to go do something else that's also just as important. Yeah. So why can't I get up and do things before things that I have to be at? Yeah. And he showed up to all of my talent shows and events in work boots. And it never once, it was just like, yeah, dad came from work. Dad got off work.
Yeah. But he was still also able to be there. Yeah. And be present, which is a lot of parents can't say.
No. And I know it's uncommon. And like my parents have been married for 30 years. And so for me to have two parents that run a business together and are happily married, like they fall asleep in the recliner every night together. Yeah. And then they get up and go to bed. And I'm like, where am I going to find that?
Yeah, you said, where's that at, girl?
I have pictures of them for my entire life since I've had a phone where they're just like together. And I'm like, girl, where do you find these people?
Yes. Happily ever after, on the recliner.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Do you remember the first horse that truly challenged you?
All of them.
All of them, really?
Well, I remember I wanted to ride my dad's rope horse. His name was Brownie. Wanted to ride him English because I don't know why. Okay. He did not want to be rode English.
Period.
I remember everything has been a challenge because they have a mind of their own. And these horses, they form habits. Like, if you don't have the feel or you don't know what you're doing, they're going to be like, oh, she's dumb. Yeah. So this horse would blow his stomach up and would hold his breath. So I couldn't hook the girth. And I remember standing on a bucket and I was like, if I just say the word shit, he's going to let all of his air out because he's going to know that I'm mad. I'm like 6, okay? Yeah. He didn't. I had to call Mom. I think the first horse that really challenged me, her name was Pacifica, and I got her from Wendy. Wendy owned her. She came off the racetrack, and then I was riding her, I think I was 6, and my mom bought her and surprised me at the end of the summer when I was 8. She showed up with a horse trailer, and she's like, go get your horse.
What?
Are you kidding me right now? She's like, go get your horse. Like, we're taking her home. And everybody kept the secret in for over a year. I couldn't have done it. Could not have done it. And I love this mare. I wrote her name on everything. You probably know.
I do remember the horse,
okay. And so, but she was cantankerous. I mean, she hated everyone. My mom used to try and hook her breast collar, between her girth. And the mare, would try and break her foot, or, would break her hand with her foot. Okay. Yeah, we called her Hagatha. We called her Marie Laveau. All of these mean names. And I took her to a clinic, and it was an Ed Wright clinic. He passed away, I think, 1 or 2 clinics afterwards. And he just kept looking at me, and he went, baby, take the emotion out of it. If you're emotional, she's emotional. And if you give her a reason to throw a fit, she's going to take it. Yeah. So that kind of carries over into everything where I'm like, it doesn't matter. If I downplay it, I don't freak out, they're not going to freak out. Yeah. But she was a hard one, and she was so strong, and I was so little. I remember she would just turn that first barrel, and my arm would go with her. And so I had to learn, okay, I have to be strong. I have to be fit. I have to keep running. I had to challenge myself to be stronger and to think faster, because this mare, she'd have a bad idea, and her eye would start twitching. She was crazy. Yeah. And so you're like, okay, what was that bad idea? What is she thinking? And she's head sideways twitching, and I'm like, oh God, we're about to do something bad.
Yeah, you said, I'm actually going off this horse.
Yeah, who knows where I'm going?
Yes. When did you first notice that you had an ability to understand or work with horses that other people recognized?
That's a really good question. Okay. I think I went to work for a man named Gunnar Enlow when I was 14. And I would use all kinds of different bits. I'd use roping bits. I'd use English bits. I was really given the opportunity really young to really try things and experiment in different aspects. And he would let me ride some of his horses, and he'd be like, well, what do you think? And, 14-year-old me, I'm like, what do I think? Who am I to you? You do this for a living. What are you talking about? And I was like, well, I would try this, or I would take this off, and he would do it, and it would work. And I'm like, do I know things?
Do I know something?
Yeah, yes. This is crazy. And so I really thought when I was 14 or 15, I was like, I'm just going to get all these racehorses, and I'm going to just teach them how to turn, and I'm going to not worry about anything else, and I'm just going to go make all these millions and trillions of dollars. And this is what I'm going to do. I don't got to go to high school. I don't got to do anything. I was wrong. I was really wrong.
Yeah. That's how those high school dreams go. We were all really, really wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think probably like 15 or 16, whenever I was like left alone to just kind of like fight with the horses. And I had to be like, oh, I can get you to do it, but I have to challenge myself to do it.
Yeah. Did you ever step away at any point growing up from horses?
I wanted to. There were a couple horses that made me really want to quit.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't fun. I had this mare named Sophie. I think I've told you about this. We can snip in the video if you want. It's pretty scary.
Yeah.
I bought her. My Pacifica got hurt, and I sold her to Victory Farms in Ada to go be a brood mare. Lived out, had 2 really nice babies off of her side, and she passed away. But I was still stuck without a horse, and my mom was like, well, you need something. You need a project. You're getting bored and annoying, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
So we started horse hunting, and we tried this mare, and her name was Sophie Darlin. Could not be the worst description of this horse. I mean, she had a coon tail. She was like dark brown and like freckled and really cute mare. I mean, so cute.
Yeah.
God. If only I knew what I know now. Hindsight 2020. My very first run on her, I like put a tie down on her, brought her head down, did all these things. I'm like, yeah, I'm a genius. I go in there and I pull back and do this motion, and she just lunged and then came back, hit me in the head, flips over the fence, and I just fought with her. I fought with her for over a year. And I looked at Mom and I was like, I'm not having fun. Like, I'm not getting anywhere. We've dumped way too much money in this horse. And so Mom was like, she's got to go. We got to sell her. And then whenever we were kind of horse hunting after her, I was just kind of like, what's the point?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not having fun. I'm losing money. Because Mom made me pay for a lot of this stuff. Ridiculous. I would not recommend my own kids to get into horses, because that means I have to pay for their shit. But I think a lot of it was just like, when you don't have that give back, like they were just taking and taking and taking.
Yeah. Whenever you're like every day you're fighting for your life.
When I'm wearing sunglasses to school with a doctor's note saying like, hey, I can't take these off because I got whacked in the head too many times. I don't have any color in my eyes.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to the barn that afternoon.
No, for real. You're like, I actually want a day off, maybe.
Yeah.
A day at the house.
I'm working in the teacher's office with the lights off.
Yeah.
This is not good.
Yeah, no, for real. When did you first realize I could actually make money from training horses?
I always knew that, like, people did. But I was like, I kind of avoided it for a little while because I didn't want to deal with the people.
Yeah.
I realized that it would be really beneficial for me to have a couple outside horses. And honestly, I was just going to advertise, hey, I'll take your horses, I'll leg them up, I'll tune them up. You know, I have a really good foundation, I have a really good set of sources. I'll just tune them up, and that'll help me cover my feed bill. Just help me break even right now. I got a truck payment, and I'm paying rent, and I'm buying feed. You know, just a couple $100 a month.
You're like, I'm drowning.
A couple $100 a month so that my savings account isn't just
dwindling,
going down.
Yeah.
So that was really the goal. And then it turned into, I really like this. Maybe I should do this not just for friends and family.
Yeah.
And then I moved to North Texas, and I was like, oh, this is a deal. And I worked for some trainers like during COVID and stuff, and that's all they did. And she's like, yeah, babe, you know, you sell a horse and you win the money, you pay back your owner their entry fees and a percentage of it, and that's it. And I had someone tell me that they sold a cutting horse and it paid for their house and property out front. Oh, girl, the money in these like the money in the industry now, and that was probably 30 years ago. But the money in the industry now, like,
it's crazy.
You find the right one and you put it on the right path, you're buying the house up front. That's wild.
And
so when I realized that was an option, I was like, maybe I shouldn't turn a complete eye to it.
Maybe I shouldn't write it off yet.
Maybe I should actually give this a try.
Who was your first client and how did you get them?
My first client was my best friend, Bailey.
Nice.
She has we call her cousin because it's a lot easier to explain. She's kind of her niece, but it's mainly just like her god sibling. Her mother died in a very, very detrimental way. And somebody that they knew in the family, Kennedy rode horses, they gifted her a horse for her to grow up with. Well, the mare was Kennedy was 5. And this mare had no desire to take care of a kid. Yeah. And so Bailey was like, well, I don't have the time for it. And I was like, well, I do. I got nothing going on. My horses are sick of me. Yeah. So I took the mare for 30 or 45 days. And it was really just like, I billed her, she paid her bills. It works great. Bailey understands completely. But I just took her and I rode her. I hauled her a little bit, but I just was like, what would a kid do? What would a kid not do? Yeah. So I just kind of played with it that way, and I really liked it. And then I had a thoroughbred off the racetrack for a friend of my mom's. His name was Mullet. And she was like, I don't know if he's going to run barrels. I don't know if he's going to be an English horse. Just throw the whole fridge at him and see what sticks. So I think those are my first 2. Nice.
Did you feel qualified taking the first payment, or was there an imposter system? Okay, imposter syndrome.
Girl, to this day, and like the owner that I have that I've worked with recently, he's so good about it. He's like, just email me what it is. I don't speak barrel racer. I'm going to pay it if you can explain it. Yeah. And every time I send out my billing, I'm like, hey,
sweet friend.
So, happy birthday. Yes. Can you like pay your bill? And he's like, yeah, sure, whatever. Well, it'll be out in 2 days. You'll put it in the mail. Yeah. Yeah. I feel really bad because I feel like these horses deserve the care the level of care that I think they deserve. And some people are going to be like, that's a little extra. That's a little much. Like they'll live down here. And I'm like, no, they deserve up here. Yeah. And so I've always been afraid of that. But my mom's like, it's less than $30 a day.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
what mistakes did you make early on that have been a big lesson to you?
I think not telling my owners what I was doing, or not establishing like, hey, this is, because as someone that is taking care of these horses, I expect some, and like I've listened to other trainers that have done this a lot longer, you have to kind of lay out the ground rules of, hey, if something's wrong, I'm calling the vet. I'm not going to be on the line for this vet bill because you didn't think that I should. You're sending me the horse for my opinion or for what I believe is best for the horse. And that's a hard thing for some people to grasp. And I get it because I'm a control freak. That's probably why I take the horses and not send them off.
Yeah.
But just like starting that relationship, if you don't start it with your client, or if you just don't listen to your gut and believe your client, it's really hard to come back from that.
Yeah. When a new horse comes in for training, what is the first thing you evaluate?
I'm going to look at how they're structured. I'm going to look at their feet. I fully believe if you don't have a good foot or a good leg, you don't have a horse. I mean, it's like if you have a bad shaped foot or it's like a genetically bad foot and you're not working with a shoer and or a vet to offset it, that's like building a house on no foundation. They fall apart. Yeah. And a lot of the time they're younger. So if you don't go in and want to correct it or maintain it, they're not going to develop right, I guess. Yeah. So I'm going to look at their feet. If I'm going to buy one and spend my money on it, I'm taking like pictures and videos. I'm picking up their feet and I'm sending it to my horse shoer. Yeah. I trust my horse shoers bajillion%. They've done all the research. They've learned all these things. I don't. Yeah. They're going to tell me how to take care of the foot. I'm going to believe them. Same thing with my vets. So I'm going to look at their feet. I'm going to look at their teeth. I'm going to ask, if they came from somebody else, who started them, if there's a problem, kind of what it is. But it's mainly just going to be confirmation and their overall physical health. Like, how much can I put on this horse right now?
Nice. How do you figure out whether you're dealing with a training issue, a confidence issue, pain, or simply a horse that doesn't understand what is being asked?
Yeah. I try and rule out pain first. I'll go through the vet. I've dealt with a lot of vets. I've had a lot of broken horses.
Yeah.
I'll just run my hands over, see if there's any heat in their legs, things like that. But I always want to rule out pain. If they have a setup, if they've been injected, if I can have the vet records, I really appreciate that. I love to look at x-rays. I'm a nerd about horse x-rays.
Yeah.
And if they've been running, I talk to my owners. I'm like, do you feel confident when this horse does this? Do you like when they do this? And if you can do it at a run, you should do it at a walk, and vice versa. So if I can't walk my horse through the barrels without them getting nervous or anticipating or rushing, I'm going to go, okay, if pain isn't a problem, then can we just stand here and carry our feelings? Are we mature enough to stand here and carry our feelings? And it's really just kind of like, if they don't hurt and I put my thumb in you and it's like, okay, here's the pressure, let's figure it out, and you can't come back from that, then I'm going to back up and I'm going to go, okay, let's go lope circles in the pasture. Let's get confident in our body. I'm going to kind of dumb it down and then build them back up. And if they fall back, I'm going to go down a little bit and I got to go back up.
So like you try to narrow down where it's coming from.
Yeah, I'm like, what's broken?
Yeah. Perfect. What does your training process look like during the first few weeks?
First few weeks, it's going to be, I don't have an arena at my house. So everything's getting rid in the pasture. We brush hog it really, really short. And then as the grass grows, then we'll venture out, because my grandmother told me a story where she had some horses off the track and she rode it out in a hayfield, not thinking anything of it, and they never have anything touch their belly. And it tickled them and it scared them. They were gone.
Dang.
So I'll just ride them out in the pasture, see how they go. If they've never been in a pasture, then I'm gonna, okay, let's go to an indoor arena. Let's go to an outdoor arena. But I really just want to make sure that they're fit. I want to make sure that I have bridles, my tack fits, just kind of see, do they know what I'm asking? If I do this, are we going to like run off? Are we going to push against it? Are we going to give?
Yeah.
Something like that. And then I'm going to go. Like, I'm going to go to the barrel race. They're going to stand tight at the trailer. If they're going to paw really bad, they're going to stand at the fence by my trailer. Most of my horses don't get tied solid. I'm superstitious.
Yeah.
I saw a wreck where a horse set back and the trailer ring didn't break, and whenever they lunged back forward to get away from the pressure, the ring put a hole in their head. So I can't do that.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a lot of standing out, dealing with your feelings, think about what you did. It's just kind of getting to know them to a point, but it's also like, I need you to, this is the program, we're getting in the routine. And horses function really good on a routine.
Yeah. Well, that leads me into my next question. Do you train every horse differently based on its personality?
Yes.
Yeah.
Quick, you have to tell him that he's pretty.
Oh,
the white-faced horse, he's got to know that everything's okay. You just got to hold him a little bit. Almost every time I put a bridle on this horse, he like lays against me like, oh my God.
I was wanting a hug today, thank you.
I missed you so much.
Yeah.
Sparky, he's like, let's just go get this shit done. Like, he's such a war horse about it.
Yeah.
Some of them, they don't want to be the line leader. Some of them don't. Some of them do. So it's really just kind of like, how much can you take? Some horses, you can really hammer on them. You can just drill them. Like, some horses are AP class horses, and some people are like, I need to go to gym class first.
Yeah.
I need to go be tired. Some of them want to be in a stall. Some of them are like, get away from me. I need my own box. And then some of them are like, friends, like, let's go to recess.
Yeah.
All day long. And I talk about school a lot because most of the young horses, they're the age of second graders mentally.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, a lot of it is just, do you need to have fun to figure out what we're doing? Because a lot of them are naturally talented. So if it's a lot more fun for you to go in circles, cool. If you just need to be shown, hey, we're going to go up to this barrel and we're going to slow down and we're going to turn and you're going to do it right the first time, then I'm going to get off.
Yeah.
It's my job easy. Some of them, they're like, why am I stopping? What is that thing?
Yeah.
Why? I don't want to go over there.
Last week we walked straight. There wasn't a barrel here.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, no, you have to do this because I said so. Some of them, they're like, oh, turning's fun. Let's turn.
Yeah.
So.
What is the hardest behavior or problem you're commonly asked to correct?
Luckily, I haven't been brought a lot of problems.
Oh, that's good.
But a lot of things that I see, just because genetically with barrel horses, is people don't know how to ignore things.
Yeah.
It's like the kid that just, or they're clicking something, they just fidget.
Yeah.
If you just leave them alone, they're going to be in their own little world. But as soon as you start nitpicking them and you're like, quit that, put your hands down, sit still. Me and my brother, we've been moving the whole time.
Yeah.
But if you can ignore it, most of the time they'll settle. If they're rooting their head or they need to move, just go walk.
Yeah.
So a lot of it, and I had to deal with this with Pacifica, is you have to ignore the bullshit or the bullshit's going to grow.
Yeah.
So there's that, and then a lot of people want to overwork the barrels. Like turning 3 times it's going to get boring.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it.
How often would you say they should train them per week? Like if you have one horse that you're training for that.
I mean, my futurity horse, Kaniki, I work the barrels on him probably 3 or 4 days a week. And that's like, I'll set barrels up in the pasture and I just walk him up there and work him slow. And if I go to a race, then I'm actually going to work him in the exhibitions.
Yeah.
But a lot of that depends on the horse. Do they need to work on that? Do they need to learn their spatial awareness to a barrel? Do they need that? Or do they need to go out there and do they just need to be stronger? Physically, do they need to be fed up more? Do they need to be fitter? I probably wouldn't work one every single day and really drill it into them. I typically can get away with, I can go in there and I can hammer on them and I can go, this is your problem, freaking fix it. Like, I'm sick of your shit. And then 2 or 3 days of just riding, and then I'll take them back to the barrels and not make a big deal out of it. And if they fix it, then I'm like, cool, I'm not going to bring this up to you again until it's a problem.
Yeah. How does it change how often you are per season of the year?
My riding, like my habits are going to change throughout the season. In the winter, it's going to be more of like a bulk situation where I just want them really fit. I want their muscles to move. I don't really want to stress them out because I don't want to deal with a sick horse or a colicking horse in the winter. I don't like the winter.
Yeah.
So a lot of that's just going to be long trotting, working the distance. I'll compete. I'll make some runs. There's some really good added money shows in the winter that I like to go to. But a lot of it is just staying sharp, staying fit, kind of letting their minds not be as sharp. Because to keep a horse sharp year round is like asking an athlete to be ready to go run every day.
Yeah.
So
like they have to have some time off.
Yeah, they need to go be a horse. They need to go roll. Yeah. Sparky can't play in the pond because his feet are messed up, and he revolts it every single day. But you know, they need to go relax. They need to have a little bit of a vacation. But I can't just leave them out. I'm against it. Some people, they want to kick their horses out for 2 or 3 months, and they swear that that's how they work. So it really just kind of depends. Quick likes to be rode year round because he gets bored. Kaniki, he'll probably have to get rode even harder when he's not running because he is, what are you doing? Are we going over here? Like, he knocks over my wheelbarrow, so I spend more time with him. So I have to pick it up again.
That ADD,
it's
ADHD
so
brain. Yeah. What is one thing horse owners sometimes do with good intentions that actually can create bad habits?
I think they want to love them too much, or they want to treat them like people. Like, I think people forget that they're prey animals. Their eyes are on the side of their head. If you tell Fluffy that you love them and that they're perfect and that they do no wrong even when they run over you and step on your foot because they're not paying attention, that's detrimental to you. I think people want to, oh, I want to get a horse so I can grow with them. I want to learn with them. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Because the knowledge gap is going to be too much. So I think you have to remember, you have to treat these horses as the animal that they are. Yes, they're an athlete. Yes, you're going to have a connection with them. Yes, they have giant personalities. But at the end of the day, these are 1,000-pound animals. Like, you have to keep in mind that you have to kind of put the fear of God into them.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
They have the ability to kill you.
I love my horses. I sit on the ground in their stall. I've had to sleep in these horses' stalls before.
Yeah.
They don't bite me.
Yeah.
They don't push on me. You know why? Because I'll throw right hooks.
Yeah.
I think I've never thrown a right hook on a person, but I've swung on a few creatures.
Few horses that got too close.
Yeah,
you know?
they ask for it, I'm telling you.
I mean, well, we can joke and everything, but like, they are very dangerous.
Yeah,
like,
they can be.
They have the ability to kill you.
Yeah,
so that is something you need to be mindful
And another
of.
thing on that is, and it's more common in the English world, and again, I don't know everything about this. I think you should start riding, and not really riding, but you should be messing with your horses from like the second they hit the ground. I don't think you should have a horse turned out until they're 4 years old and you go, okay, they're fully developed, their bones are developed, now let's do something. Because that's 4 years of them forming their own opinions without a person involved.
Yeah.
No. Not doing it.
What would you recommend for that? Like for the first 4 years, like how do you train them without like
halter break them, run your hands down their legs, get them used to being handled, take them to barrel races.
Just like socialize them basically?
Yeah. I mean, teach them how to lead correctly where you're not dragging them and they're not dragging you. Send them to, as a 2-year-old, send them off to be started professionally. And whenever they come back, ask your 2-year-old guy, hey, Fluffy's been at boot camp for 30 to 60 days. What do I need to do to not regress? And then actually do it.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to actually follow through if you're going to spend the money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever had to tell an owner that you weren't the right trainer for their horse?
I have told people that I don't think I would like to step up on their horse.
Really?
Yeah. Part of it's a safety issue. And part of it is just politics. I'm very low-key. My facility's very low-key. I respect an owner because I would expect if I sent a horse off, I want to be able to say, hey, I want to come see my horse.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
you don't have that ability.
Well, they can come out there.
Yeah.
It's not like I can withhold it from them. But there are specific people that I would not want showing up because my barn is at my parents' house right now.
Yeah.
My parents have a very well-established business. My parents have very much provided for themselves and my brother, and we're very private people.
Yeah,
we are
like privacy issue.
Nobody knows what's going on with our family unless they hear it from the 4 of us, and we like it that way. And we don't like everybody to know, what we got. And in the horse world, people love to share, and I'm like,
So I'm not very sharey, believe it or not.
no,
Yeah.
I'm kind of a hermit. People always thought that I was like mean and judgmental, and I'm like, I might be judging a little bit.
Yeah.
But
Just a tiny bit. That's
But
usually
at
not
the
it.
end, I don't care. I
Yeah.
just keep to myself.
Yeah.
And I feel like some clients, from just knowing them and seeing the circles that they run with, I'm kind of like,
I'd rather not,
do not come to my house.
Yeah.
Do not come to my town.
Like, it would be, like, I get the same thing, because, like, I do a lot of business out of my house.
Yeah.
But, like, I have to vet people, because this is my house.
OSCN is my favorite website.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. me too. But, yeah, like, it is different whenever you have, like, a brick and mortar somewhere else that isn't your house, like a secondary location. Great. But, like, for us that we only have one primary, like, we do have to be a little bit selective on who we do take on as clients.
Yes.
Which is very understandable.
Well, and then there's times where it's like, your horse is, if you're paying me for 30 or for 60 days, I'm going to spend the first 30 days getting your horse healthy enough to do something with.
Yeah.
Whenever Google is free.
Yeah.
Google is free. Your people at your feed store will help you. There are vets online. There are vets in person. Have your horse healthy before you send him to someone, because it's going to cost you the board and the travel and the vet fees and just the basic billing to be doing something that you could have done the entire time.
Yeah.
And then you're losing a month to, 2 weeks to a month of training and like real quality work because I'm just trying to make sure that your horse is going to survive it.
Yeah. And getting billed double because, like, another person's having to do it instead of you.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Is there a horse you've trained whose transformation you are especially proud of?
Yes.
And tell me about it.
His name is Curtis.
Okay. How'd
I
that go?
loved Curtis. I would keep Curtis, but Curtis did not want to be a barrel horse. I would have bought him.
Yeah.
She's basically my sister-in-law. Her name is Shaylin. I loved Curtis from the day she bought him. And she bought him as like a 3-year-old. And I got him when he was like 8 or 9. And he lived outside. He didn't really do much. I fixed his feet. He was in like the wrong size. And he just blossomed. Like personality and his coordination. I'm telling you, this horse, I was like, girl, how are you doing anything? Because he'd fall down, he'd run into things. And it wasn't an unhealthy. He was just goofy. And he didn't have a job. So being able to like give a horse that structure, and now he is like he went to a great home. The guy uses him to start colts, like works him in the round pen, and his niece or his granddaughter came up and was riding him and just loved him. And he's so safe and he's so fun, and he just grew. And oh man, I just love that horse. He was just a little delight.
Well, cute. Okay. Walk me through what a normal day of caring for client horses looks like.
So I try and wake up between like 6 and 6:30. If I had more to ride, right now I don't really have a lot. My mom's riding one, so I just have the two. And so I get up between 6 and 6:30, inhale an ungodly amount of coffee before I get to the barn, which is like 7 miles away.
Yeah.
And then I will get there, and I'll get my first outside horse. I typically ride in the morning. He came from the racetrack, so it's not uncommon for them to wake up and just go to work. So I want to keep that routine because he already has such a good work ethic.
Yeah.
So I'll ride, work on some barrel stuff, getting fit, just get out of the stall, move his legs. And then I'm going to hose him off. I'll put liniment on because he's in a stall overnight, help his legs go down from standing, anything like that. And then I'll feed, put hands on my other horses, and I'm going home and I'm showering and I'm going to work from anywhere from 8 to 8:30 to 5. As soon as I get off, I'm changing probably back into shorts because you could not pay me to wear boots and jeans right now.
No, for real.
I'm rubber banding spurs onto my stirrups. Don't do that. But I am.
Not the rubber bands.
I'm telling you.
That's funny.
It's kind of ghetto, but
hey, if it works, it works.
I've broken my feet enough. They go numb all the time. I'm like, I was at the barrel race with you. I ran a horse in tennis shoes at 11 o'clock at night.
Hey,
I was not putting boots on.
Yeah.
And,
I don't blame you.
But so then I'm going to be there. My mom will pull horses out. My mother helps me so much. She'll turn horses loose like after they feed. And then one of them will go in the pasture. 2 of them will go in the smaller lot because I don't trust my 4-year-old with all the equipment. I just feel like he'd want to lick everything. He eats rocks.
You're
so
funny.
I can't trust him.
Yeah.
If he's somebody else's horse, I have a panic attack.
Yeah.
So mom will have horses out whenever I get there. I'll hose one off, cool them off, ride one if the weather allows, and then I'm cleaning stalls and I'm mixing feed. So I try and get as much stuff as I can get done in the morning so that they can just be horses and they can have more time to be a horse before they go back to work in the morning.
Yeah.
If I go to a barrel race, then I'm flying up the driveway, hooking the truck up, popping the mirrors out, and we gotta go. Because most exhibitions, they start at 5:30, and I'm not getting there if I'm in office until like 5:15, 5:20, and I'm like, we gotta go.
No, for real. You're like, we've got no time.
Everybody run and jump.
Yeah, you're like, just get in your stall now.
Yeah,
yes.
I don't care where you go, just go there.
Yes. What goes into determining how much you charge per client?
I have a flat rate.
Oh, okay.
I have a monthly rate. My mother and Bailey have hounded on me for about 8 months that I needed to raise it because Bailey is my biggest fan and I love her, and she bullies me into charging what I'm worth.
Yeah,
which I'm like, it's okay though. Like, they're good people.
I know that
they're
it gets
trying
you too,
so
girl.
hard, and I'm like, ugh. Like I'm too empathetic for this.
Yeah.
But so I just have a flat rate, and then my shoer rate goes on top of that, and it's typically between like 100, 150 for my shoer. If there's something really wrong, then sorry, but
you're getting a fee.
Yeah, but that fee is going to cover either hay, feed, shavings, and my time.
Yeah.
And then the shoer goes on top of that. Anywhere over like 15 or 20 miles, I'm going to fill up my gas tank, have my mileage set up, and then whatever the price is on that ticket, I'm going to split that into 3 after 15 miles.
Okay.
Or into 4, but I only have 3 horses right now. But there's however many number of horses is on my trailer, I'm going to divide it evenly, and then I'm going to bill out for that.
Okay.
If I'm going on the turnpike, like if I'm driving to Oklahoma City, you're paying part of the turnpike fees.
Yeah.
So, and then if I pay the entry fee and I profit off of it, I'll keep it. But if I am like, hey, I'm going to this race, let's have some money here. Like I'm poor or whatever. And they pay the entry fee and I make the entry fee and I make money back, I'm going to give them that entry fee back plus 10% or whatever I've already established with that person.
Yeah.
And then whatever left is split out.
Nice.
So, oh gosh. So, I don't know. It's a lot easier to just have a flat rate because people are like, well, how much would you charge me? I charge everyone the same. And then it kind of weeds them out a little bit.
For the people that are like trying to get a deal on a budget.
Well,
like,
and they think, oh, well,
sorry, girl.
they're like, oh, she's 24. She hasn't been doing this too long. And it's like, well, I've been riding under a trainer since I was 5 years old. Like, I've been with clinicians. I've been working under this is what people do for a living. I've been in private lessons. I've been in group lessons. Mm-hmm. My mom has shoved me in every single door and is like, get in there and do something.
Yeah.
And so I've been doing it for a lot longer, just not for the public. And I think a lot of people around here still see me as like the 17-year-old girl pulling her 2-horse trailer with a horse that's trying to kill her.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, well, she'll do it. And I'm like,
no.
I don't want to do that.
Or you're going to pay me. I hate to tell you.
Yes, pay your bills.
Yeah. What are some expenses that go into boarding customer horses that customers probably never think about?
My horses, I wouldn't put shavings in my stalls unless I have an outside horse, because I'm just going to feed my horse, like my personal horses, in the stalls, and their gates are going to be left open. Mm-hmm. They eat, those 2 horses, they are more synced up than 2 teenage girls. They eat about the same speed. They eat the same food. Mm-hmm. And so I'm bedding all my stalls because I'm keeping my horses in now. So there's shavings that I'm using all the time. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't be burning nearly as much diesel. This horse I have in now, I'm feeding a lot more than my horses are. Mm-hmm. So that kind of ups it a little bit because I'm having to go and, like, he's just burning more calories. He's built like me. So I'm like, he's got to eat so much. I think he gets tired of eating. Mm-hmm.
He's a lean machine. What are you going to say?
And then for some owners, you know, they anticipate, like, the paying into incentives. Mm-hmm. Some of them, they're like, what are you talking about? And the incentive game is literally like, who are you? Who's your daddy, and where'd you go to school? Mm-hmm. Who owns you? Who were you bred by? And who's training you?
Yeah.
And so you pay them into these incentives, and they have the chance to run. I know people that have left with 6 digits from running 3 or 4 horses, and they just landed in the right spot.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I would like to do that. Mm-hmm. Please pay your horses into the incentives if they're eligible.
Yeah. How do you decide what and how much each individual horse should be fed?
Well, you just kind of look at him, and I'm like, okay, well, that gray horse is pretty round, so he's going to get a little bit less.
Okay.
Like the bay horse, he's hungry. He's lanky. He's tall. I feed a performance feed. I am not I fed mainly forage for a while, like alfalfa cubes and alfalfa. Quick had colic surgery as a 4-year-old. Like, we laid him out on the table, cut him open. He's missing part of his colon, and we pulled like a 4 to 6 pound mass that got stuck between his large and small intestine. His body doesn't handle calcium the same way. Mm-hmm. And then my older horse, he's colicked a lot since he's been on it, and we think it's a calcium thing with him too. So I switched back to mainly feed. I am not going to scrimp on the quality of my feed for a better price. I'm going to eat ham sandwiches. My horses are going to eat $30 feed.
Period.
But it's because I've talked to Purina reps and I feed a lot of Purina. Mm-hmm. But I know the reps, I can ask them, and I'm going to feed a performance feed. So there's different starch levels, different fat levels, your protein levels. I'm going to feed a performance feed because I'm expecting them to perform. Mm-hmm. I'm feeding Kaniki, the baby, something that's going to be a little bit higher in fat and protein to help him maintain it. I feed a lot of amino acids because there's no fat in that, but it helps with their muscle retention. Mm-hmm. I also feed oats to everything but the gray horse because the gray horse could look at grass and expand.
You're funny.
So a lot of it is a lot easier to just be like, okay, you need a little bit less, you need a little bit more. Mm-hmm. There's also like I weigh all of my feed. Like, I have a scale. Yeah. So I kind of weigh it out that way, and I know what works for the winter and summer. And
nice.
We also get our soil tested and our grass tested.
Well, period.
Me and Mom are nerds.
Hey, that's okay. It's
so fun.
Yeah.
Dawn has a spreadsheet. I mean, like,
you're funny.
No, I'm talking like a 5-page Excel spreadsheet.
And that's called being a good business owner.
It's great.
Yeah, it's called being on top of it.
I'm not. She is.
Have you ever had an emergency where you had to make decisions quickly while trying to reach an owner?
I had a horse colic, and I didn't ever think that he was going to be to the point of going to the vet. Mm-hmm. So I didn't ever fully reach out to the owner. Mm-hmm. I did sleep in my barn and set timers every 20 minutes to go check on the horse and hand walk him because he was colicking. Mm-hmm. For Quick, we had to make that decision of whether to put him down or take him into surgery. Mm-hmm. I came home from a rodeo, and my dad caught a sand bass, and it survived the drive home in the live well.
Oh, perfect.
And he thought it was so neat. He put it in the water trough.
Oh, God.
And it flopped out. And Quick, being the little pansy that he is, I was out of town with my other 2 horses. He didn't drink for the whole weekend. And so I'm not blaming you, Dad, for my horse colicking.
You're funny.
But it was the catalyst to this horse colicking, and we had to make the decision. They called us like 10 o'clock at night. They said, okay, we're either cutting him open or we're putting him down. What needle do we grab? And I look at Mom, and she's like, cut him open.
Period.
So I flew to the clinic, and they cut him open, and I watched the whole thing.
Nice. And now he's doing fantastic.
Oh, he's thriving.
Yeah, he wouldn't even know. And Todd, it did sound like she was blaming you.
Todd is not you, Dad. I swear. I swear.
How difficult is knowing you are responsible for animals that are incredibly important to someone else?
It's heavy, but I think I am so obsessed, and like I love the horses before I love the industry or the money. Where I'm like, I want to do this for the horse, for the owner. And so I carry a lot of pride. I love the responsibility of it. But more so, I'm just like, oh my God, you trust me?
Yeah.
And so I just want to do well by them.
What do you look for before accepting new clients?
I'm going to stalk you on Facebook.
That's true.
I'm going to stalk you on Facebook.
That's valid.
I'm going to type your name into Google. If you're friends with people that I'm friends with on Facebook, I'm going to call them.
I'm going to ask.
I'm going to do my research. I just want to make sure that it's a good fit. Like, that's my biggest thing is your horse, am I going to be good for your horse? And I don't think I could ever convince myself to take a horse in that I don't feel like I could do them justice, whether it be in competition or tuning them up or to sell. Because I have consigned a few. Yeah. And that's hard. Yeah. Because I'm like, I don't know who you are. You may not love them the way that I love them, and I don't even own them. Yeah. So, but I'm going to do my research on the person. If they have runs and videos of the horse, I'm going to go, okay, well, I'm not good at this, but if they trust me, I could get better at it.
Yeah. I can work at it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you pay your bills on time.
Yep. If you pay me, absolutely.
Yeah. But right now, I haven't had to turn a lot of people away. I think because I'm just so eager to be like, yes. Yeah. Give me your horse. Yes. Let me play with Fluffy, please.
Yes. Let me work with him, please.
Yes. My horses are so bored, and they're so sick of me like picking at them. They're like, please, somebody take her. We don't want them.
Yes. What makes someone a really great client?
I think whenever they trust you.
Oh, yeah.
I think if they know that my intentions is not to make them look bad. I don't ever want to belittle a client if I know more or if I know less. Because most of the time there's an age gap. I don't really get to work with my peers a lot on that. I mean, they want to pay their bills on time. We have the same understanding of where we want the horse to go. Yeah. If they want the horse to be a kid-safe horse, if they want to enjoy it for a few years, if they want to sell it, if they say, conformationally, he's kind of toeing the line, let's just see if he can take it. Yeah, let's do that. Do you want to work with the same vets that I do? Do you have a preference? And being able to establish that and respect that. Yeah. Mainly if they pay their bills too. Like
that's the main one.
And like I don't want it to seem like I'm very money driven on this. Yeah. But it's like I can't do my job. Yeah. If my truck's taken. Yes. You know. Yeah. My day job pays my truck bill. My day job pays for a lot of these things. But in order for me to go above and beyond for these horses, I have to be at the feed store every week. Yeah.
Well, not even that. Just the maintenance of a horse is expensive.
Yes.
Like, and a lot of people like to sugarcoat that. It's nothing to sugarcoat. No. It is expensive. Yeah.
Yes.
And people that get into it thinking it's not expensive, that is who ends up neglecting horses.
I have two saddles. And between them, there's $8,000 in those two saddles. Between the stirrups and the breast collars and everything else on it. You know, there's money in it. And I'm wearing jeans that are 4 years old. Yeah. All of my jeans that I ride in, you know they're used because there's a hole about that big in them from where my phone pocket hits. Yeah. I'm not replacing them. No. My going out jeans are from Walmart. Yeah.
Hey, girl, you got to do what you got to do sometimes. You do. Yeah. You got to pick your battles.
You know, I think the topic of money on that is like, I don't just want your money, but if I'm going to be getting up at the ass crack of dawn every day to ride your horse and to give you updates and to fulfill the goal that you're wanting me to, the least you can do is show enough respect.
Yeah, and hold up your end of the bargain. Absolutely, yeah. What is a red flag for people, or what is a red flag people should look for when choosing a horse trainer?
I think reputation goes a long way. I think, and I learned this from being in one of those situations when they would only prep, like, clean up the first 3 or 4 stalls. When potential clients or active clients and owners would show up, they would only clean up the first half, and then they would put their horses in the nicest stalls at the front of the barn. Walk to the back of the barn.
Yeah. Take a look around where they're not showing you.
Yeah. You know, I mean, the process of these horses, it's so fruitful. If these horses are happy and they're bailing on and off the trailer, they want to go do their job, they go in the arena with their ears forward, the trainer loves these horses, you're not seeing them just pissed off and mad and, oh, if they mess up, it happens. Like, they're babies. We are putting thousands, if not millions of dollars of stress and expectations on horses that are the age of kids that don't know how to do multiplication.
Yeah.
Like, you kind of have to take a step back and be like,
developmentally.
Yeah, like, how good of a teacher are you?
Yeah.
You know, and there's some people that they get along with a specific bloodline. And so if you don't have that bloodline, don't be upset if they can't get along with it. But if you do, know that they're going to be fruitful in that area, most likely.
Yeah.
So, but know your trainer. And if your trainer is hiding things from you, please do not text us every day asking how Fluffy is doing.
You're funny.
They're doing fine.
They're doing fine. They're still alive.
Yeah, I mean, are they respectful? Can they give you sources of, like, yeah, I rode here. Here's my resume. This is what I know. This is where I want to go. Just, know your people. Don't just be like, oh, well, they won this 8 years ago, so they're going to go do it again.
Not always the case.
Yeah, it's not always the case.
How much of your week is actually spent training versus feeding, cleaning, maintaining the property, billing, and talking with clients?
Girl. Luckily, my client, he is very cut and dry. I had the horse 90 days before I ever shook his hand. Like, I'd never met him. I'd only texted him.
Nice.
I love him.
Yeah.
I love him so much.
I was going to say, this is my favorite type of client.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he hadn't seen his horse since October. We picked him up from Remington.
Nice.
And he was like, well, he looks good.
Oh,
He's like, he looks happy. He looks big. I was like, yeah, okay, great. I was like, are you okay with what your horse looks like? He's like, yeah, looks great. I didn't even tell him that I gave him a barn name. Yeah.
Great.
So, but I would say it's like an 80-20.
Nice.
And maybe now, since I don't have as much, I spend more time on it. But, I mean, we clean stalls 2 to 3 times a day, depending. Morning and night for sure. I'm washing, I rinse water buckets twice a day. We try and wash them on the weekends. But, I mean, it's a very labor-demanding plan. And you see a lot of people will work their lives away at it.
Yeah.
And Austin Doby, my vet, he looked at me when I first met him. I was probably 15. And he said, I know you want to do this. Find something that pays your bills.
Yeah.
He's like, you can do this, but
it can't be the main thing.
Find something that can deposit while you're sleeping.
Yeah.
And I think he told me that because, people are retiring at 80 or they're dying cleaning stalls because they don't have money aside because it's a constant thing. But I'm probably spending 5 to 6 hours more in the labor of, like, not riding.
Yeah. And just doing, like, the extra stuff that needs to get done.
Yeah, like, I'm having to clean my trailer. I wipe down my bridles a lot. There's just a lot of detail, I think, that could be overlooked.
Yeah. But you don't want to.
But I'm crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at everything.
Yes. Everything's got to get done. Absolutely. Yeah. What is the hardest part of taking a job you love and having to treat it like a business?
I just want to be friends with everybody. I think something that has been really hard is, like, I want to yap. But I also am like, this is not my business to tell. And so it's kind of like drawing that line of, okay, well, if I had a horse in with someone, how much would I want them to be telling the general public about these horses? Because I'm excited about these horses.
Yeah.
So I think there's a little bit of that, but it's also like, I can't get burnout. I have a deadline. I have to have this horse like ready to go get him by November 15th because somebody else paid the fees. They paid the we mailed the check in last week. And so I have to get up and see these horses every day. I have to get up and do something with them. I can't just be like, oh, I don't feel good. I'm not going to ride for a while. My 2 horses, they're older. They know their job. I can kick them out for a month and I know I can leg them up and go to a barrel race. These younger horses, they're only here with me for a certain amount of time, and that's not fair for someone to pay me to ride these horses almost every single day or do something with them every single day, and I just don't feel like it. So I think I've really had to learn the discipline of it, of like, I'm an extension of their expectations, and I have to meet them.
So funny enough with that point, because I have that same type of feeling where like, I know that the option for burnout is there, but the fear of people thinking that I can't follow through is worse than the fear of burnout. Like, I'd rather be burned out a million times over and be able to follow through with what I'm doing and people think that I follow through rather than people think that I don't.
Like I sent my billing out during waiting in the parking lot to go to dinner the other night. And like, I have all of my stuff linked up to my phone because I'll be damned if I don't do it.
No, literally.
And I think the hardest part is like, my good horse really is taken to the rodeo scene. And I got asked to go run at a rodeo that was paid for me in Cavalcade. I rode Friday night. We didn't get home, and I didn't get in my parents' house until like after 1 o'clock in the morning. And I had to get up and take care of these horses and have everything set up for the people that were going to feed for me that night. And I had to be in Tahlequah by 8. And then I fell asleep on the river because we were celebrating my dad's birthday. Well, I had to get home that early that next day because I had a horse to ride. He could not miss more than 2 days. So did I go home and ride this horse and then I slept until like Monday morning? Yes. So learning, I think the biggest thing is you have to learn to be tired. Like, and I learned this in North Texas. You have to learn that tired is just like, it's an option. Have I been up since 4 a.m.? Yes. Is it midnight and I still have horses that need to be watered and, stalls to clean? Yes.
Like, it really does come to a point where it's like, okay, which one's bigger, the deadline or the tiredness? Like, because you got to pick one or the other.
And I think the biggest thing is also like, if I'm not going to do it, that means somebody else will.
There's someone out there that is.
And
if I take a moment, they're going to hit.
And if and if they're going to do good, I want people to do good. I want my best friend to outrun me every time we go somewhere. I want my mom to show up and do well on the horses that I ride for her. And if it's somebody else's day and it's somebody else's blessing, take it. I'm going to celebrate. I'm going to be the loudest one for you. But I'm coming. I'm running up and down my driveway. I'm riding in a weighted vest. Because if I'm not going to, someone else will. And I will not let myself be outworked. I can be outran. I'm slow on foot. I get it if another horse is faster than mine. But my horse will not lose for lack of fitness or lack of effort on my behalf.
Which is a good thing to have. Yes, absolutely.
And I really think that's my parents, because like my mom fills up trucks Sunday afternoon so that our fleet doesn't have to stop in the morning so they can get to the job and just go. My dad, he's loading equipment every night. Like I've just always seen it. Like it's never been an option to skip out.
And it's a good skill to have, trust, because some people are really bopping through life, really trying to figure that out right now.
I really don't get it. The idea of someone not having an end goal, me not having, I didn't have...
Like, what's the point?
I didn't have anywhere to enter my horses, because going to some of these local races, I'm like, I'm just wasting these runs on these horses. Some of the places that I wanted to go to, either it didn't work or my horses don't do good there. The timing was off, and I was just like, what am I doing? Like, I have no goal to work towards. And it's like stagnant water. I don't understand it.
I really struggle with that. Like, if I don't have an active challenge, like, I get, like, antsy. Like, I get pissed. I'm like, okay, like, how do I change my life? all the way around.
Yeah, I'm up at like 2 o'clock in the morning standing in the middle of my living room.
Yes.
And I'm like, what can change?
No, literally, like, I need something different right now.
Like, I'm not about to go and run around the block at midnight, but I could.
Yeah, but what I could do is rearrange all of the furniture in my house. Like, yes, that's how it goes. How does it affect taking days off or vacation?
I stress. Oh, man, I stress. I have really good benefits at my job. Mm-hmm. I have really good PTO. I'm so afraid to use it because I want to make sure that I can take the whole day off or the travel days off to be with my horses. And I've gotten a little bit better at it because I'm like, okay, I'm going to lack in some place. Mm-hmm. I cannot show up and be 100% in all these different aspects of my life.
Yeah.
But learning to prioritize that has been very, very hard. Mm-hmm. It's not good.
Yeah. You don't want to spread yourself too thin.
No.
Yeah. I understand what that's like. You kind of gotta pick and choose when and where you get to exert yourself.
You know, I don't like eating in front of people. Eating has always been so hard. Mm-hmm. But not eating isn't really an option anymore. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, okay, my goal is I'm going to cook every single meal. Mm-hmm. I'm going to meal plan. I'm going to hit all of these goals. The amount of dishes in my sink right now.
I hate the dishes.
You know, and like, I'm getting up and I'm riding. So I have sweaty clothes because I'm riding. I'm sweating with a vest on. I smell like barn. And then I'm running. Mm-hmm. So I have to change.
Yeah.
And then I put on work clothes. Business casual, pretty formal clothes. Okay, cool. I get back. It's hot. Putting on clothes. Well, that's like 4 outfits.
No, for real.
Including pajamas.
Yeah.
Like the amount of laundry that I'm doing.
No, literally. In what time?
It's on my guest bed. I've gotten dressed off my guest bed for probably the last 2 weeks.
That's okay.
But my horses have been rode. My stalls have been clean. And I've clocked in at least 40 hours. Period. So I'm like, it's not that bad.
Yeah. Say, hey, dishes in the sink, but like,
gonna know.
I've been showing up everywhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna go take care of my horses tonight, and I'm gonna go do dishes, and probably eat a bag of popcorn and a skirt steak for dinner. Like,
absolutely, sounds great.
Yeah.
Is there a ceiling on how much you can grow before you sacrifice the quality and care of the training?
I think there is. I think going up is important, and I think the idea of expanding. It worries me a little bit because the bigger I get, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to make my mom, be slave driver. She's not going to clean my stalls. That means that I have to hire someone to clean stalls. So that means I have to be at the point where clients trust me to raise my rates. And I have to trust someone to take care of these horses or to do more on the ground. I don't think I ever want to get to be big enough because that's so time consuming. I don't, and this is just my personal preference. I know people do it and people are great at it. I could not put the expectation on a living creature to pay my mortgage.
Yeah.
Will they be helpful? Yeah. I love the extra and I love the responsibility of it. But I also like the ability to go, well, they're going to eat whether or not I win this barrel race.
Yeah.
My water bill gonna be paid. My truck will be paid. My horses, there's gonna be shavings in the stall. There's gonna be feed in the bucket. So I think I would personally cap myself because I don't know if I don't want to make it global. Like, do I want to have nice horses and be successful and do all these things? Yes. But do I want to be that big? I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, good. Okay. We only have 2 more question cards and then we'll be done. So we're almost out of here, girl. Okay. What's your most unpopular opinion in the horse world?
I really should have anticipated you asking me this one. My least favorite thing to see like at a barrel race is kids that are overmounted.
What does that mean?
You ever seen a kid turn loose in a race car? And you're like, I'm going to die.
Okay.
It's like, you see these horses that are, just like top of the league, real winners, and parents are like, it's like baseball parents, like competitive baseball parents. They want their kids to be at the top. And sometimes the parents will want it more than the kid. And so they will overmount their kid. Like, they will put them on a horse that kid is not ready for.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes the kid adapts. Sometimes the kid hates it. Sometimes they get scared, and it shows. And I think it's really dangerous for everyone to not have an equally yoked partner.
Yeah.
Another thing is whenever people, I always say, and I compare these horses to cars a lot, but race cars have brakes. If a race car can have brakes, why can a horse not stop coming out of the alleyway? There's no reason why your horse should hit the mouth of the alleyway or cross the timer when it doesn't matter how fast they're going, and speed up and run out that alleyway and not stop.
Yeah.
I also find it a little ridiculous to see skinny horses with, like, the newest tack or really expensive saddles that you don't need, like over-the-top details and accessories when Fluffy's hungry.
Yeah, he's malnourished, babe.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are really focused on the appearance, and, like you mentioned at the barrel race, there's a lot of Louis Vuitton. Most of that, people, like, there's saddle makers that are going out and buying, like, legitimate Louis Vuitton leather, and I'm like, this shit's expensive.
Yeah.
I could not, and I haven't bought it because I cannot fathom. I'm like, that's $400. That's 2 loads of hay.
Yeah.
That's that's 2 weeks of feed. That's a lesson.
Yeah.
That's private lessons with some of the best trainers in the world. And I just I personally don't feel like it's the investment.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I just think people don't spend their money appropriately.
Yeah. It's like putting name brand clothes on a horse. Like, it don't really matter.
Yeah.
The horse is starving and doesn't know what it's doing.
And I just feel like, I guess my biggest hot take is that I think these people are jaded isn't the word. That's the first thing that comes to mind. But I think a lot of people's priorities are very off. They want to fit in with the fad. They want the clicks and the views on TikTok for what they look like. And I'm like, I don't care what your horse looks like in the picture. I care is if they're healthy. I don't care what your tack looks like in the picture. I care that your horse can run up there, turn, and win.
Yeah. I don't care if the horse is 3-legged and one eye. Like,
yeah, I mean, it works. If it works, it works. But I feel like if you're not, and there's some people that have really nice horses and they have the money that their horse looks great and they perform great and they have this tack. But I just don't. I'm like,
yeah, it's not a necessity.
You're putting the carriage before the horse here, like, and legitimately.
Yeah.
So.
No pun intended.
No pun intended. Yeah, there's a lot of things like that, but it basically just comes down to, like, are you doing this for the status of it, or are you doing it for the challenge and the, like, because for the love of the game?
Yeah. How much does it actually cost to own a horse once you include everything people forgot about?
Too damn much.
Yeah, for real.
All
the monies.
And, like, I paid less than $4,000 for Quick. He was a steal. My mom knew the papers, and we did not expect him to turn into what he turned into. We had to wait on him. He tried to die, like, all the time.
You know, they like to do that.
So what I didn't pay for up front, I paid in vet bills and in rehab. But some horses, you just luck out. You can pay a couple $100,000 for a horse, and they not like you, and you just got a really expensive yard ornament.
Yeah, you SOL, babes.
Yeah. And then, you can luck out, and we found Sparky, and, these people, they're like, we don't click with him. He's a great horse, and we didn't pay a lot for him.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah, but it's not just the purchase of the horse.
No, it's not. I mean, you have your feed, and then my horses are insured.
Which is good. If you have pets, just insure them. Just insure them.
Just
man.
insure them.
It'll save you so much money.
And in horse insurance, like, you have to update, that horse's age. You have to log certain injuries and how much they've won. All of that is determined.
Yeah.
But, it's, you want to buy quality tack. That's a couple $1,000. You have to have specialty shoeing. That's a couple $100. My horses are on a 4-week shoeing schedule. That means every single month I am giving a dude money to do my horse's nails. Do you see my nails right now?
No, for real. The business comes before that.
Normally they're done, but I got nervous and got stressed out about something. I popped them off. They were the acrylics for my floorboard for like 2 weeks.
It's okay. Happens to the best of us. can every horse be trained, or are there some horses that you genuinely believe are unsafe?
I guess this could go with my hot take too.
Okay.
I think, me and Bailey have been about this for a while. I think some horses, they're like pit bulls, okay? You only hear the bad ones. You only hear the sob stories. Some dogs are bad dogs. Yeah. Some dogs need to be put down. Some horses should be put down. I don't think every horse is a winner. Mm-hmm. I think there's a place for every horse.
Yeah.
I think if we thinned out the backyard breeding, we would have a better horse quality available to the general public. You wouldn't have to be, it would just be a higher quality as a baseline.
Yeah.
I think how they're built and how they were started can determine a lot of those things. Mm-hmm. But, you know, what might be a winner to someone down the street could be, you know, something that a different person would cull out of their herd because they're like, well, they're not doing anything for me.
Yeah.
So I think placement is a really big deal.
Yeah. Again, it goes back to the depends on the match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and it's like, there's some people where they want to go to the play day and they just want to do the barrels and the poles and the flags and they want to have a good time. And, you know, then there's girls that are in high school that they're like, I need to figure this horse out in high school because I'm going pro. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The play day horse isn't going to go pro.
Yeah.
It might, but it's probably not going to.
Mm-hmm. And not if it wasn't trained to do that for most of its life.
And a lot, like, and there's genetics now. Like, these horses are born trained at this point. Mm-hmm. So, but it's a lot of environmental, I think.
Yeah. If someone watching wants to become a horse trainer one day, what should they do before taking money from clients?
You have to be the grunt. Like, you have to clean the stalls and be the first one there and the last one to leave. And you got to be somebody's bitch for a while. Like, because if you can't, someone told me this. I think it was my uncle. He said, if you think standing up on stage, and he was a youth pastor, he said, if you think standing up on stage and giving a sermon is more important than the person that pushes the broom before and after service, then you're not ready to be on stage.
Yeah.
So I think if you cannot respect every single aspect of the game, you're not ready to say, hey, you should pay me to do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I think you should work under a trainer. You should be an assistant trainer. You should do more than just ride in the discipline that you're wanting to become a professional in.
If you could sit down with your younger self, what advice would you give yourself?
Work harder.
Really?
Work harder. I mean, I could say, follow your dreams, or don't buy that crazy roan bitch. You know, duck. Don't goat tie, or, you know, there's so many little things, but work harder. Mm-hmm. You're never, I will be tired. I will be up for 18, 19 hours at a time. When I put my head on the pillow, I know that I did everything I could that day.
Yeah.
But someone can always beat you for their level of try. If you want it, you have to go do it. But it's plain and simple.
Yeah, absolutely.
One more round.
Yeah.
One more rep. Work harder.
Mm-hmm. Also, if there's something that you're wanting to be, you have to think like the person that would be doing that.
You have to be obsessed with it.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, I literally eat, sleep, and breathe thinking about how a horse places their feet in a circle. Mm-hmm. I've gotten up in the middle of the night and been like, something's wrong. Yeah. And I'm driving to the barn, flashing my brights on, and all my horses are standing there like, bitch, you're crazy.
Good.
Yeah. I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
just check
make
it.
Sure you guys
and
are
I go
here.
back home. But I mean, I have podcasts on it. My mom bought me textbooks as a kid. I was studying textbooks. Mm-hmm. I think you have to be so engulfed in it. It doesn't matter if it's horses, cows, basketball, cars, a podcast. Mm-hmm. Like, you have to be just so, like, people have to think you're nuts.
Yeah, you have to be obsessed, for sure.
Yeah, like, people are like, oh, she's a horse girl. You're right.
Yeah.
What do you want to know?
Yeah,
I know.
I can answer that question for you.
Yeah, like, my favorite fun fact in the entire world is that horses make their own vitamin C.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah.
It's weird, but it's like, you got to be obsessed with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What are you building towards now, and what would you ultimately like this business to become?
I think it would be really, really fun. And I give lessons to a couple people, but I think it's really fun to have horses that maybe not are bred to be in incentives, but bred really nice to help get them ready to go and be high school rodeo horses or pro rodeo horses, because nobody cares in that world how you're bred as long as you're a winner. Eventually, I would like to start a layover business because we're so close where the property is that I want it to be. We're like 5 minutes from both turnpikes.
Yeah.
And with horse COVID and just a bunch of stuff, like there was a horse stabbing in Vegas on site.
Yes, I remember that, yeah.
I don't want to keep my horses on site anywhere now. Like, I'm buying cameras. I'm putting locks on the gates. I'm debating on tarping over my stalls whenever I go places. And so I feel like there's a need, and I want to be able to fill it. So I want to start a layover business real close to here, and then have my barn there and have, I don't think my horses would like if they left the house that they were at right now. It's right across the street.
Yeah.
But, you know, to have a barn full of client horses where it's, hey, I don't want to ride my horse in the winter. I'm older, or I don't have the time. Okay, cool, I'll take it. I'll freeze. I got coveralls.
Yeah.
Again, I'll work harder. And just kind of have no more than 6.
Yeah.
I don't think, because I want to be good at my day job. I like my day job. So no more than 6. I would love to have a couple futurity horses, a couple open horses, and really just be able to pour myself into my day job, which is insurance, ironically enough, and in the layover business, and I just want to be at home. I want to clean my stalls, and I want to tippy type on my computer and ride my horses.
Yes, ma'am.
That's where I want to be.
Absolutely.
And so it's weird because it's like right there. Like, I'm here and I'm like, cool, I got to get the paperwork together. And it's right there. And I think there's a little bit of an imposter syndrome on that of like, oh my God, like I'm at the point where I need to make that step and it's going to work.
Yeah. Where can people find you, learn more about your training services, and contact you if they're interested in working with you?
Yeah. Facebook, Instagram, Kendall Lamproe on both of them. I also have a small basket business where I have like rope baskets and stuff. That's called The Starving Artist. That's on Facebook and Instagram also. Just click the no, you don't need any help. You're not starving. It has a warning. I didn't know, but there's all of that on Facebook. And send me an email. Pretty much anything. I'm pretty Googleable because I have a pretty big digital footprint. I'm on TikTok. That is Kenny Lamb, KNYLAM. Yeah, that's pretty much all over the place.
Okay, great. Is there anything that we haven't covered that you would like people to know?
Please talk to me. Like, I'm really nice. I love to talk. She has like 5 hours of me just yapping. There is an RBF, but I want to help. I love to help kids. I offer lessons very lightly, but I want to see people enjoy this sport and become more knowledgeable. I feel like there's so much to learn that people just don't realize is so accessible. Yeah. And to take a chance. Like, take a chance on a young trainer.
Yeah. Yeah, you only live once, girl.
Yeah.
Let it be.
Like, trust me, I'm so cracked out on caffeine. I want to go ride 5 horses after I get off work.
Yeah, you're like, I am here for it.
Yeah.
This is what I love to do.
Give me something to do.
Yes.
So.
Well, nice.
Yeah, the end.
I have one more question.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Is there anyone you would like to recognize or thank before we wrap up?
My mom. There's a lot. My mom, she kept me on the straight and narrow. When I would get grounded, she would lock me out of my horses and my trailer. So I learned very quickly to not piss her off. My dad has taught me a huge amount of lessons on work ethic and knowledge you don't think you need to know, to kick your tires, your truck, stuff like that. My neighbors, Bob and Jan Woodrow, for letting me use their arena. Bob always told me to ride like I was riding in the age group above me, so that you want to outrun the next people that you'll be. Wendy Ibanez taught me how to train. Or not how to train, she taught me how to ride. She dealt with me from 5 to 13. Bailey has supplied me with horses, even whenever I didn't need them, and has kept me awake for countless hours. And Carson and Shay, like, I just adore them. And I know I'm missing so many people. But,
It's okay.
I mean, Shay, there's videos for probably the past 5 years of her being one of the most supportive people behind the camera and in the truck with me, because Carson stole her from me. And Carson has just always let me be weird, and the obsessive little sister with horses, he's just like, yeah, go be weird, go do it. He's like, I don't know anything about it, I don't really care, but you care about it, so I'm going to support it.
Period. That's what we love.
That's what you should do, brothers.
Yes.
Let your sisters be weird.
Yeah, and be supportive of it. Come on now. Okay. Well, thank you for joining us on Million Hour Workweek. I am very excited for everyone to see what your workday entails. We will see you at work. Thank you so much.
Thank you.